Crazy pool. Crazy.
Give me a call, please. I love you. Good luck at the gate. Bye-bye.
So this is Birmingham, and this one it took me 2 nights to record it, and the first night I used my little rubber bridge here, which is a really cool guitar. It's very like loose feeling and kind of just trashy, which is nice. And so I recorded that, and I did some vocal stuff after that, and then the next night that I came in, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna pick up a guitar or use a microphone at all, and I'm just gonna try to complete what I can with it. So then I just did a shit ton of reverse stuff. This is going into like this big instrumental part, and this is what the vocal sounds like. And so with that, like I kind of just had that like ooh thing, and then throughout that just kind of like mashed the shit out of all of it so that it could be as weird as it could be.
In that Birmingham cafe.
Then I really like, this is like a little intro, and then right here is where it gets all weird.
What is that audio? Is that like a voicemail in there that's like,
yeah,
like
so
an artifact?
that's so it's at the beginning of the song there's a bit, and then in the middle and then at the end it's a voicemail from my grandma.
Oh really?
And it was kind of cool because it was like, when I wrote the song, I don't know why I just kind of gravitate to like, you know, death or like love, and I don't know why, but I kind of wrote it about somebody dying and like how you just don't really know what happens whenever they die, and like also your own personal struggles that comes with just having faith and that type of thing. But then I kind of had everything, and I was like, man, I want something at the beginning that's kind of cool. So I have this voicemail, which I just found from her, and I was like, all right, well, this song is about her now, and you know, it's her kind of thing. Which
does she live in Birmingham?
No, so I was actually talking to this girl at the time that is from Birmingham.
She reminds you of your grandma.
No, I don't know. It was like the Birmingham Cafe, like, you know, it tied into that because, like I said, you know, I reached for the death and the love, and it kind of, you know, played into it. So originally it was about like someone that you love, but then I found the voicemail and I was like, oh, word, like, that's into it. It starts with like a tape recorder and has her like speaking, and then throughout the rest of the song it just has that tape hiss, which I put on because my guitar is loud, and that's the only reason, but I fuck with it. So this is what it sounds like at the beginning.
Hey, TJ, Nana, honey. It's about 8:15 Saturday. Did you call me late last night? I just looking at the messages. I was laying down sleeping when you called. I'm sorry, honey. Anyway, I hope you're okay.
Whenever I'm making something, I like there to be like little teases of what's to come, you know? So you have all these like weird like reverse things going on, and then in that big part it has that huge reverse that everything's like kind of haywire and crazy. And then at the end of that solo section, it comes down and has like, for me, the way that like I mixed it, which, you know, I'm no professional mixer, but it sounds good to me, so that's fine. It just feels like it all gets sucked in, and then just like kind of, my buddy Jack played this part where it's just this slide that comes down and bounces everything in and kind of opens up the rest of the song there. And it's like he does this really good thing where it's very like, you know, it's like very haunting, and it's not too present, but it's still a part, you know? And then I think going into the end, like his whole part, Jack's whole part is very background and kind of ambiance to it. And then by the end of it, I'm playing my own like little solo thing that I made up, and then he's just kind of going ape shit with the guitar on it. So that's kind of my favorite part of it.
Yeah.
So.
Give me coffee and I will have to eat. Bye.
And then I like the little. It's got like
Is that the piano?
Yeah, my buddy Winston, he did like a felted padded keys type thing. And
Yeah.
it's cool. It's like
That's beautiful.
a very natural element to it that the rest of it doesn't have, you know.
Yeah.
So I really like, you know, whenever I was writing it, I kind of like the idea of coming into that solo section and like being able to go from like the to then like having like just being able to like really dig into it, and then whenever you get to the end, like having that moment where it's just kind of, and then you can like jump right back out of it, you know, and then you're boom right back to like real chill and pretty, which is what's cool about the whole mix. Is at that point that I was talking about, it really just kind of sucks you back in from being in that, you know, whatever zone. I think that's like the thing that I do in my own music, is a lot of it is very slow and like starts out pretty slow, and like, you know, you got to present that feeling, but then throughout it, if you stick around, then you really get the whole, you know, the whole pie. So